All right, I don't know. As we see that there is a small tech glitch, let me just reach out to Dilip. I think my team is already reaching out to Dilip. He should rejoin us very soon. In the meantime, guys, again, let's conceptually understand what Dilip is trying to teach you, which is okay, Dilip is back over here, which is that we have to do workflows using automation. That is what is the point that Dilip is driving, and we are looking at a couple of use cases. Good to have you back, Dilip, again. I'll pass it on to you.
Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi just glitched for a moment and I got this thing. I will take it over from here. Okay. So again, I will put in the topic. So what I've done, if you missed it out, I have set up the complete workflow and I said message received, etc. Okay. So I'll just say retry. So I'll say topic AI should receive the jobs. It is said I'm your LinkedIn automation bot that will create an image in your own voice. So I'm saying AI will take away jobs, etc. So now my open AI, the second node is working. You can see this. The second node is working to try to create the post. Don't worry about some errors like this happening, rate limit exceeding, etc. Usually it tries to recover from that as much as possible. Okay, even if it doesn't work, I have the backup thing ready, which can actually make it work overall. So let's wait for a few seconds. It should try to pick up and take it forward from here. There you go. So it figured out the error. The Lindy agent ensured that it is recovering from every step and then try to fix it. So then now it is trying to create the image prompt. Okay, looking at the draft post, it is trying to create the image prompt overall, and it will then create the complete image. Okay, so here also sometime it would be a little bit, kind of not going to some errors, etc. But the Lindy agent is intelligent enough to kind of observe the error and try to recover as much as possible. We need to give it some time and it should work. And there you go. I think it should work this time. Yes, it is going to work. Now we are trying to generate the image with Nano Banana. All right. So after this, it is going to generate the image with Nano Banana. So the good part is you have to give minimal input. Even if there is an error, the Lindy agent is intelligent enough to kind of figure out the particular error and recover from the same. So then if you see here, it has taken my image saying innovation and growth accelerated. And there you go. Will AI really steal your job? In 2020, McKinsey reported that 45% of work activities could be automated. And it is saying transform AI into an ally, identify automation potential, upskill strategically, leverage AI tools, focus on empathy, foster adaptability, and so on. And then if you want, it will also give you the CTA and all the things that is required. Then it is up to you as to whether you want to make some edits and then post it on LinkedIn or later on. Okay. So what I typically do is I try to ensure that I do some edits and then post it on LinkedIn by, kind of making some small strategic edits here and there. But then this is something I can post on LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the workflow of taking Viber's workflow of custom GPT and building an automation that can even create an image suitable along with the post and build it further from there. All right. So, folks, how did you like this? Well, I have taken what Vaibhav taught in the morning and afternoon and gave it a few more powers while trying to make it a lot. All right. So now, now what I'm going to do is, now that I have showed you two workflows, the first workflow I have shown you was on, the first workflow was research to PPT. The second workflow was LinkedIn post automation. And now I will show you a simple workflow, but I will show you in a way that some of you, whoever can do, can try to follow along also. So I'll tell you the exact point. That is when you can try to follow and do that. So here are the steps. So I want to create an intelligent email assistant. Okay, I want to create an intelligent email assistant. And this email assistant, what it should do is it should take an email. When an email hits the inbox, it should try to understand the email and then try to frame a response using the knowledge. So I'll have to give a knowledge base. Using the knowledge, it has to frame the response. It is like a mini customer support. A mini customer support agent that I am trying to build. Okay, so once the email comes, first thing I have to do is not every email will be asking for help. So I'll need to filter the email. Okay, so I'll need to filter the email. After the email is filtered, I will ask my LLM Open AI to check knowledge base. Okay, if it can answer the question, right? Write the answer. Then if it cannot answer, tell team will get in touch. Okay. So this is a very, very simple automation and intelligent email assistant that we will try to build. So for that, what we'll do is we will create a new agent. But what I'll do this time is I want to show you how the Lindy agent itself can build the agent without us doing the step by step. Okay. So first you need to explain the complete logic. So I will put in this logic over here. All right. Then, so logic is very simple. Monitor my Gmail inbox for new customer questions. If you can answer the question using information from my FAQ document, respond automatically with a helpful answer. If you don't know the answer, reply saying thanks for reaching out. Our team will get back to you within 24 hours. Okay. So I can now ask it to automate. All right. So what it is doing right now is I have now asked the Lindy agent itself to build the agent. So it is saying, I want to build your Gmail customer support agent. Click on build agent. So I clicked on the build agent overall. So now it is asking me some clarifying questions. So let us see what it is. So it is saying, I'll help you build a Gmail customer support agent, Gmail monitoring, FAQ document, right? Response criteria. All right. Now let us suppose I want to check, say something on my outskill landing page only. I'll say something like, I want to, answer questions based on my website. Okay, then I will say, should the agent respond to all incoming mails? Not all incoming mails. I would say respond only to emails which ask for help and mention outskill in the subject name. So only if they mention outskill in the subject name, that is when I would like to kind of mention that. So I'll say mention outskill in the subject name, and that is the criteria, and I will ask it to go ahead and build it out. All right. So monitors your Gmail inbox for emails mentioning outskill in the subject and asking for help. Then uh, you know. Then answers questions using information from your website, sends an automatic fallback response if it cannot answer. So please confirm for the workflow. When a new email is received, if the subject contains outskill, that is when search the website knowledge base for relevant information, send a helpful reply with the answer. If no answer is found, send reply. Thanks for reaching out. Our team will get back to you overall. Okay, so this is fine. I will open the Outskill website also just for reference to kind of show you that it is there. And, the schedule is also mentioned overall here. So let's get back. I will say, yes, go ahead and build it. In case you have some clarifications, you can clarify it and tell the agent builder itself. You know what, when you're building your agent, make these clarifications overall. So it has now getting the actions, clarifying the details, etc., and all that, and then it will be able to do it. Okay, if you see here, because I'm using the agent builder, it will consume quite a number of credits. So almost 72 credits have been consumed when I am building this agent builder. If I'm building it myself, not that many credits will be consumed. So that is something you need to remember. So if you are a person who is just beginning, I think the better way to go ahead is to start using the agent builder and build simpler agents. Then you can start building from scratch so that you can be better in building your automations. Okay. Now, right now in Lindy, there are quite a number of integrations which you can use. If a particular application does not have an integration, then you should not be able to use. Okay. For example, Chronicle currently doesn't have an integration, so therefore we cannot use. All right. So now you see here, email received, search knowledge base, etc. is available. Now here is where I need to give my knowledge base. I will put in, sorry, I'll put in outskill.com. Okay. I'll put in outskill.com and I can even say crawl. Okay, so it will crawl my complete outskill.com, everything, all the, kind of the websites that are available, or everything will be crawled completely and it will be added to my knowledge base. So my knowledge base is added so that it can understand. Now, just a quick check, extract the customer's question, then results, fuzziness, fine. Condition, go down this path, AI condition, send reply and send reply. So now what I'll do is in the send reply, I will say save as draft, and in the other send reply also, I will say save as draft so that the email is not sent and it is mentioned in this particular manner. Okay, so now what I'll say is, let me look at the website and look at the question. What is the weekend schedule for the mastermind? Or I'll ask this question, who is outskill for? Okay, so there is this question about outskill. Let us try to say who this outskill is for and what are the tools you can understand with outskill, etc. and all that. Okay, so I can kind of go for it and I'll just ask the question, who is outskill for? Okay, so for that, let me just stop my share. I will open my personal inbox. Okay, then let me share my screen. So this is my inactive email ID. That's why I'm able to show it very easily. So the email I will have to send. So one thing you'll have to check is to which email has the automation being kind of done. So that's very, very important. Just a second. I'll check that and then we can resume this. Yeah. So it is configured for tools at outskill.com. So I will, try to use it for tools at outskill.com only. Let me share my screen again. So I'll go to tools at, sorry, tools at outskills.com. I'll say help needed from outskill. Okay. And then I will say, can you tell me if I am suitable for the attending the AI mastermind? I am 3 to 5 years of experience. Okay. I'm not taking care of grammar or anything. I'm just trying to make a point. So I'll just send this email. Okay. I sent this email right now. Now I will come back to my workflow. Okay. So I have now tried to do the workflow. Now I will say, let us test this out. So when I test it out, it will check on the email received. What are the different emails which are received? And I can use one of those emails to kind of test it out. Okay. So it is saying AI Mastermind Inquiry. So I'll select this. So it is selected. I have selected that email. Now it is trying to process that email of what is my query. Can you tell if I'm suitable? Search the knowledge met. Okay. And so there, here it is saying no condition has been met. Okay. So for example, here what we should do is go down this path. If you know the answer, go down this path. If you are not sure of the answer. Again, you just have to put it in English only. Okay. So very, very straightforward. All right. So let us test. I can, kind of say retry. Some error, it's not picking it up. That's okay. But you see the thing, right? You can actually build out your agent with any kind of a PDF or a resource, right? So in this knowledge base, you can add any kind of resource. So right now it has got these many characters, 17 files are indexed, and you can actually make it work with any of this. Okay, so I had done this before in another support agent. So I'll just show you that workflow, which actually worked, right? And based on this, it has actually made it work. So I'll show you the tasks over here. So here it actually searched the knowledge base. Then it figured out that there is nothing. So it tried to say that thanks for reaching out. Our team will reach back to you within 24 hours. Okay, so that's how we are, kind of building this out. Now let me give that prompt to you, that small prompt that I have built. I'll just paste it for everyone. Okay, I'll give you around 3 to 4 minutes. Take this prompt and put it on the agent builder. Okay, for those of you who can. So for that, what you need to do, go onto the home, just say new agent, and in the agent builder, just put in the prompt and complete the workflow that I have mentioned. Okay, so you should be able to see how it is clarifying the questions with you and building it out. And instead of the website of Outskill, if you have your own website, you can add that website, or if you want to put your own PDF, you can add that PDF. You can try to do it overall. Okay, so let me give you around like 5 minutes to do it side by, with this prompt. You don't have to do anything. You'll just put this prompt into the new agent builder and just put the prompt over here and just say yes, and then it will make it work. So some of the good things that I see in Lindy are it has also computer use. That means I can give Lindy access to a computer and it will try to automate the tasks which are not automable. For example, if I want to go to my LinkedIn login and make a post, I cannot automate it directly. Lindy can do that for me. Okay, so that is some of the advantages that I've seen with Lindy. So a quick recap for everyone what we have done so far. First thing is we understood about Lindy. We understood that this is an AI employees tool where you try to create an AI employees or AI assistants that can work with your task. All right. Then we looked at two agents, research to PPT, LinkedIn, as well as an email assistant agent. As you're building your email assistant agent, let me also show you some of the agents we use at Outskill. So there is this LinkedIn post writer used by Vaibhav. It should be here. Again, I think it has become slow. Okay, I think because of the traffic, it has become slow, but that's fine. There is this LinkedIn agent that we have built for Vaibhav, which write posts in the voice of Vaibhav. Then we also have a daily news digest, which uses automation to scrape multiple 300 plus AI news that happens across the world. And from there, it is filtered out. And this filtered out news is used for Vaibhav's YouTube channel to give the AI updates. So we use AI day in and day out a lot. And we use Lindy for getting the AI News Digest. It works brilliantly. We have set it up in recurring that will run every day. There are much more things to explore in Lindy, go even much deeper than what you have seen, but I will kind of park it for now. This is like a good introduction to automations where, see, if you look at this, right, the Lindy automations that we have shown you, it is a very, accessible in the sense that you just have to be clear what you want to build, how are the apps connected, and take the output of one app to another app and then try to build it out. That is exactly how this entire process runs. Okay, so now what we'll do is I hope people have tried it out. If you have not tried, you can try it later after the session. The other part that I want to go right now is to actually go and build a product. So right now we have built automations that can work for you 25 by 7, like your AI assistant and AI employees. But what if you have an extremely repeatable thing and you have an idea that could be like a product? Okay, you had an idea that could be like a product and you want to take that product and build a prototype. Earlier, to build prototypes, you had to know coding, and unless you knew coding, you could not build your prototype. But now, with the help of AI, you can build your prototype in minutes. All right. So to build your prototype in minutes, what I'm going to now explain is how do you build your prototype in few minutes with the help of AI. And for that, I will also kind of show you a very good framework that can help you build solid products with AI. So first, I will explain to you the product architecture, and that I will explain it to you via the magic of cinema. I'll take cinema as an example and explain to you the product architecture. Okay, so folks checking in with you, all good. You understood basics of Lindy, you understood the automations. So now we are transitioning into product building. Okay, for those of you still trying, right? What I would suggest is, if you are still trying and you are not able to kind of build it out, what I would suggest is, if you can, if you are still trying to build and you're not able to do it, you can try to do it later. Okay, so we will now try to take it. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying is, we will try to now understand about product architecture with the help of this example. So first thing, we will now go into understanding two terms called front end and back end. So these two terms are the linchpin behind product architecture. Okay. So what is front end? So suppose you are working, you want to watch a movie or cinema in theaters. You go to a theater, and in the theater, you watch the movie on the screen. This is exactly like the front end, where as a user, you are interacting with the movie on the screen. But those people understand that the movie that you see on the screen has a lot of hard work behind. There is insane hard work that happens for any kind of movie. And some of the hard work, let us try to put it in. First, a movie has assistant directors and production controllers who ensure that the movie that is being shot is in sync with the movie that is being done. Okay. The movie that is being shot has a complete synchronization with the movie that is being shown in the theaters. That is the first part, which is the assistant director and the production controller. They ensure that the actors, dates, everything, etc., is in control. Then I have the second part of it, which is the after you have the ADs and production controller, you have the editing team. Okay. 100 plus hours of footage, 100 plus hours of footage is being shot for a particular movie, and that 100 plus hours of footage becomes like 2 to 3 hours of footage that you see on the screen. So this 100 plus hours of footage is worked on by the editing team. Then where is this 100 plus hours of footage stored? That is stored at a place called Vault, a secure place in a particular system or a database where all of this footage is stored. Then you have third-party services. Okay. So not everything with respect to the movie is being done by the studio. Some part of it is actually outsourced. And one of the major parts of a movie that is outsourced to others is called VFX, the special effects that you see in the movie. And one of the studios that is very popular to do that is called DNEG, DNEG, which also does it for, I think, movies like Dune, Lord of the Rings, etc. Right? So you have got this third party tools or integrations which can actually look at some of the things that the studio has outsourced. Okay. So exactly like how a product also has a front end and the back end, like how in the movie, the interaction is via you seeing the movie in a theater. If you are interacting with an app, whether through the mobile or on the big screen, whenever you're trying to do that, when you're trying to see the movie on the big screen or on mobile or on your laptop, you are interacting with the movie as a user, and that is the front end that you see. When you open a website, you open an application on mobile, when you interact, you give commands, etc., that is what you see is the front end. Then there is a backend that you don't see, but very important for the product to work. For example, I said there is ADs and production controllers who ensure there is a synchronization between the movie that is being shown and movie that is being planned. So you can consider them as something called API. API, again, don't get into the details of API. API means how you are controlling the synchronization between the front end and back end and ensuring that everything is in sync. Editing is like the server who actually where the logic of the product is implemented. That is a server, the backend server where the logic is implemented, or in the movie parlance, the editing is being done. Vault is nothing but the database where the product data is stored, and the server accesses the database and tries to process it and then send the information back to the user on front end. Then, like exactly I said, like VFX, if you want to integrate AI, you can integrate something called the Open AI SDK. Okay. Don't worry about what this terms means, but this is like in completely integrating artificial intelligence into your product without actually writing code from scratch. Okay, so this is like a quick primer on the product, wherein you take the idea of the product and try to build a prototype. And your product always consists of two parts. One is the front end and other is the back end. Think in terms of movie analogy. In front end, you kind of work with the movie, you look at the movie, and you experience the movie as a user. That is the front end. And on the back end, you have this multiple actors like API, server, database, VFX. Authorization also comes into play. So authorization means the ticket providers who kind of sell the tickets, and only with a valid ticket can you access the movie. Only with the valid user credentials, if you have paid for the product, can you, or you are authorized by the product, can you access the front end of the product. Okay, so folks, did you understand the basics of product architecture? Try to simplify it. Again, folks, Lindy, if it is not working, you can park it for now. Let us now move ahead. All right. So this is the complete picture of the product architecture. Now, I will try to talk you through about how you can actually build a product. So to build a product, what you need to do is first you need to have an idea, a very basic idea. You don't have to flesh it out. A very basic idea you need to have. And after the basic idea is put in, you will then expand the idea into features. What is the feature of the app that you want to build? You have a basic idea, okay, and you take the basic idea and then you try to uh, think about what is the expansion of those ideas into features. After that, I have the idea expansion into features. I select few features, okay, and this is what I call the core features. And these core features, when I build it out, I call it what I say MVP, or the minimum viable product. Now, what is the minimum viable product? The minimum viable product is nothing fancy, but what you're trying to do is I'm going to take for example, if I'm building a house, the core functionality of the house is it should have electricity, it should have the bathrooms working, and I need some basic amenities. My house is ready. Uh, Garage, air conditioning, these are not essential amenities. Okay. So first, if I want to have the house working, I will think in terms of plumbing, electricity, which is the basic need. Then rest of the things like, say, you want to have a garage, you want some parking space, you want some kind of attic, etc. That is not essentially needed for the first iteration of the house. You can add this even after these basic features are done. So that is the idea of a MVP, where you're thinking only the core components of the house. Okay. After this, you iteratively build out the features. After this, you iteratively build out the features. So basically, you have the idea, you expand the idea into features, select the few features that are available. Then you build out the minimum viable product and keep iteratively building out the features. So the app that I'm going to conceptualize and build today is a calorie counter application. So basically what it does is it will look at your food items that you have consumed and tell you how much calories you have consumed for that particular food item. So I will show it to you via two applications. One is paid, the other is available free. I will show you on both of the cases. And in one application on the free side, I will try to go even deeper. Okay, so let's get started. So to do all of this, I do what is called the thinker-doer framework, where I will use one application for the ideation and building out the prompt for the product. And then I go to a vibe coding builder, which will build out the product. So you have seen a lot of ChatGPT. So now I want to show it on Claude to just show you that these are workflows. These are not dependent on any of the LLMs. You can use it on any LLM that is needed. Okay. So first step, what I'll need to do is I will need to describe my idea and I will say, I want to build a simple calorie counter application powered by AI. Can you give me the list of the features? Okay, so I'm saying I want a calorie counter application powered by AI. I want the list of features. Okay, so here are the complete information that it is giving. Okay, so it has given me a good set of features, but I want it to be even deeper with a more exhaustive list. So this is the workflow I would recommend. First, go to perplexity.ai. Okay, go to perplexity.ai and then say, tell me two to three top competitors for a calorie counter application. I want to build a competing calorie counter application. So I want to check out the competition. Okay, so I'm saying I want to check out the competition. Give me the calorie counter, this thing. So now my, Perplexity will do a search and tell me what are the top calorie counter applications that are available. Okay, so it is giving MyFitnessPal, Lose It, and Chronometer. So I'll show you a good workflow. So I go to this, I go to search for MyFitnessPal, open the link, okay, and then try to search for the premium plan. Okay, so it's not present. Okay, here you go, the premium plan, and then try to go even deeper and look at this. It usually, when you have applications with paid tiers, they have a pricing page which you can use it as a reference. Okay, you can use the pricing page as a good reference overall and use it wherever required. So what I'll do is I will take a screenshot of this. Okay, I have a screenshot of this. Next application it has mentioned is Lose It. Let me go to Lose It. So now again, I'll need to search for the application, the premium part. Okay, go to the premium. And it is saying that these are the features. I will take a screenshot of this. Okay, so like that, I can go to multiple applications, go to the pricing page and take screenshots of the features. After that, what I'll do is I will go and go to the application and upload the screenshots. So you upload the screenshots and then you say, I have uploaded the screenshots of the competing applications, extract the features present from the screenshot, and then give me like a complete comprehensive set of features that I can build for my calorie counter application. Okay. So folks, quick pulse check. Everybody following and understanding the process? Very simple. I checked for competitors. I look at their pricing pages, and then I am then trying to understand everything. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I am trying to understand and kind of get into understanding the complete set of features that are there. Now here, look at it. I have got the comparison tables with the complete screenshots, the tracking features, etc. I have now a complete and more set of features than I already have. Look at this, almost 100 sets of features it is trying to give me with everything that is available. Now is the next part I will do. I will tell it to give me the top two, three features that I should build for my core application. I have looked at the complete set of features you have given. Now give me a table where I want to look at the top three sets of features that I want to build. And these top three sets of features should be such that there should be two core features and one delight feature overall. And this is something that I should be able to build as a minimum viable product. Give it to me in the descending order of importance. So I'm asking it that I want to build three features, two core features, and one, very strong feature. So two core features and one delight feature overall. Okay, look at this. It is now telling me smart food logging and tracking, that is there, personalized goals and progress tracking, AI suggestions and recipe analysis. This is the differentiator. Okay, so it is telling me that these are the ones. Now it is up to you to go through this set of features and decide if this is the right set of features that you want to have, or you kind of want to have a different set of features. Okay, so I looked at this. I think I am okay with this sets of features. And now I will try to build the prompt on this set of features. Okay, if you are not satisfied with this, then you'll have to tell the LLM and give it more inputs. One thing you should remember is don't outsource the thinking to the LLM. You are the thinker. You are just expanding your thoughts with the help of the LLM. Okay, it's a tool. You are using the tool to build out your application. All right. So now that I have the sets of features that I have built, now I will say, I like the MVP plan. Can you give me a prompt that I can put into any vibe coding tool so that I can build out this application by giving the prompt to a different vibe coding tool? Okay, so it has said vibe coding, so I correct it. So now I'm asking it a prompt, the prompt so that I can copy it and build it out. So now it is saying tech stack requirements, core features to implement, etc. It is giving me a bunch of stuff. Okay, all of this. So now your job is to understand these requirements and then decide which one you should keep aside and which one you should build. Very, very important for you to do that particular part. So it is giving you a very important sets of things. Then what I'll do is I will look at the features and then decide and tell which one I'll require and which one I do not. Okay, so it has built it out. Now I will scan through it and I keep giving the feedback. So I'll go to the top. I want to simplify this prompt, the MVP prompt, and here are my inputs. Uh, I don't want any database. I want to use the basic local storage, and OpenAI API, I think, can be used. No authentication, no image upload, nutrition database or charts. Use the AI itself for the features. For the smart food logging, use the AI food recognition part only. No need to add bar scanner or text search or daily calorie dashboard. I want to keep it very, very simple. For the personalized goals, the TDE calculator and all is fine, but no need for the weight logging and tracking along with the progress dashboard. Smart meal suggestions is fine, but no need for recipe URL or text analysis. It should look at the items logged and then give me some suggestions on what I should add and what I should not. No need for the AI nutritionist chatbot. UI UX guidelines, everything, etc., is fine. Take this inputs and give me the modified prompt. Okay, so I scanned through the complete requirements, and after scanning through the requirements, I have now trying to modify the prompt. Okay, so this is what it is. Now, what I'll do is I will make it even better. I am actually giving this prompt to an AI agentic builder. So it requires guidelines, not exact instructions. So no need to include details on the prompts that I need to give or the database structures that it needs to maintain, etc. It just needs the basic guidelines. Rewrite the prompt so that it gives the basic guidelines overall. Okay, so we are almost close. So this is the part where you'll require to spend some time, because if you are getting this part right, the product building phase becomes easier. If this part you are not getting it right, the product building phase could become harder. Okay, so this looks pretty decent. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, so this is the prompt, which is good. It gives the complete suggestions that we require while not going overboard and giving a lot of other suggestions overall. All right, so I can copy this prompt. Now I can put this prompt at multiple places. Okay, I can put this in prompt in multiple places. So the first tool I will show you is the Google AI Studio. And this is the place wherein you can put in your complete prompt and build stuff for free. So right now it is available for free, but we don't know how it is going to change in future, because this consumes a lot of GPU power. So you have to go to aistudio.google.com. There will be a pop-up that comes which says get API key, etc. You don't have to worry about that. You can just cross it and you'll be into the Google AI Studio. Now here, put in the complete prompt. Okay. What I'll also do is, I will say, instead of OpenAI, use Gemini models where required. Because this is a Google AI Studio, they will not be well integrated with OpenAI. So I just have to add this line saying that instead of OpenAI, use Google models wherever required. And there you go. So what happens is it will start, kind of thinking through this overall, and you can look at the thinking part. So it is now looking at what are the files it needs to build, the core functionality, the feature integration, the feature planning, the refining the feature implementation. It is thinking through all of this, and then it will start building out the complete application. So if you see here, it is already kind of telling overall with respect to what all things it is going to build, etc. So we have said that to build it with React, but if you give it another framework, it will try to build that also. Okay, so now it has started building it out, and sometime you'll see the preview. Similarly, another application where you can build product is something called Replit. Okay, so I have pasted that complete prompt over here. I will say web app so that it doesn't get confused. I given the prompt, I will say web app, and then I'll say start. So this is another agent. This is a true agentic builder, and I'll tell you why. Because once you give the app everything, it will first try to plan out. Okay, all the planning that you had done previously, it will try to plan out and try to do it overall. So that helps in kind of make it better. So it is asking if you want me to use the OpenAI integration that Replit already has. I will approve it. If I don't give this, I will have to give a separate API key, etc. For those of you who don't know what API key is, just put on Perplexity. How do I get the API key for OpenAI? It will give you the sequence of steps. Okay, so right now there is a big planning phase that is happening in the backend. In fact, I also tell you, Lindy also has an app builder. Okay, so let me give the same prompt to Lindy and see how it does. Okay, so again, it is trying to build it out. Uh, I will say make suitable assumptions wherever required. Okay, right now I don't want to put it. I'll ask it to make suitable assumptions, and now it is now trying to build the MVP for the calorie counter. So it has started building out the application structure, etc. And you can see the command line terminal, etc., where it is getting built. Okay, so let it be building over here. If you see here, it is now given me the complete plan, and it is asking me whether I can start with a design or build the entire app overall. So I will say start building out the entire application. Okay, and then look at Google Studio. So it is saying request access to camera. I'll say something. So it has already built out a basic application. Okay. So let me put in some numbers. I will say this. I just put some random numbers. I'll say moderately active. I will say lose weight, and I'll finish. Okay, there you go. I have my basic calorie counter application ready. So I will say this thing where I can either upload or take a photo, but I'll go for taking the photo overall. So here, what I'll do is I will upload some paneer bowl. Okay, paneer rice bowl is the food item that I have. I will upload the paneer food item bowl, and I'll say analyze the food. So now it is going to understand this paneer football item and try to analyze with AI and see. Look at this. It has told that there is a paneer curry of 1 cup, then white rice, which is around 1.5 cups. It made a basic guesstimate. I can then log the items for this, and my progress is also mentioned. Okay. Now that I have seen over here, so I can say get suggestions. So one bug, if you see, right, while there were two items, only one item got logged in. So you'll have to fix that bug. I'll show you how do you fix bugs also. Then AI meal suggestions, it is saying a few things overall. It is saying avoid this and all that. So at least for a basic MVP, it is good. I can delete this. I can add one more thing. Let me try the paneer ball once again, just to understand what is the exact error or exact thing that I need to tell whenever it is giving. So I'll say analyze the food. Okay, I'll say log items. There you go. So now I will give this feedback to the application. I have tested the application. I had actually uploaded a photo of a paneer bowl with paneer curry and white rice. It recognized both the paneer curry and the white rice, but when I added to the log, only one item, that is white rice, is getting logged. Please fix the error. Okay. And now, so exactly like how you tell to a human, you will have to exactly tell what is it that you want to do, and you can actually try to build it out. Okay, so whenever you are trying to do this complete thing, right? One thing you should ensure is sometimes one error would be there, and how many ever times you are trying to fix that error would not get fixed, how much ever you try to fix it. Okay, so you need to kind of be patient there. And the cardinal rule that I would mention over here is try to fix your error thrice. Okay, if you try to fix it once, try to fix it again, try to fix it once again overall, and try to kind of make it go through it thrice. All right. So what it is means is, if three times you're not able to fix the bug, then kill the application and go back to the previous point. Okay. I will show you that. For example, here, if I go to your application and show you this, right? There is this thing called checkpoint, like a flag. What it means is, this is one checkpoint or one landmark of your product, kind of version. So if you kind of find something wrong with your latest version, you can go back to a previous version by these checkpoints. And that's why very, very, very important to kind of go step by step when building the application. So let me try again. Okay, so it is here, and I'll put in the same thing so that I can, check the performance. So I'll put the paneer ball, analyze food. Okay, and let me log the items. There you go. Because I explained the error very, very clearly, it figured out the error and tried to fix it. Now I'm just checking the other this thing on AI meal suggestions, how it is doing, and then I will try to make it a little better. Okay, it is saying eat this, and so on. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will make slight tweaks over here. In the AI meal suggestions feature, I think the avoid this is becoming very, very generic overall. What it should try to do is, in the items given only, it should tell what to avoid or what to make less for a balanced meal overall. And in eat this, it should give both vegetarian and non-vegetarian options with a filter where I can just say show only veg, or show only non-veg. So I am now thinking through the next features that I want to build. All right. So I built the three core features. The core feature part is working. Now all I'm doing is I have to iteratively add the next set of features that I can think about. Okay. So eventually I'll need to see it. One more good part about this is I can check which device I want to see. Right. I can look at tablet, how it looks on tablet. I can select mobile, how it looks on the mobile overall. and or I can look at the current screen size. So as this is happening, let us check how it is working at our Replit. Okay, you see Replit is little slower, not as fast as Google, but what Replit does is it's a agentic builder. So it will try to ensure that there are no bugs completely. And even if there are bugs, it will try to do thorough testing and tries to recover. So it's a much more powerful platform. So because we have taken a simple application, you are not able to see it. But for complex application where which has got lot of sets of features, etc., I think these platforms can help. In fact, I will show you some of the things that are available on Replit, which are not available maybe on the other platform. Let us check over here. Okay. So it has built it. It is built it. Okay. It's still building. So what if you see here, it is actually trying to have a browser and it is looking at the browser and trying to build it. And if you look at the website, it has shown you the basic how it is looking. This is building a very basic minimalist website, as you can see. Okay, it is trying to build it out. So let's leave this for now. This also is building. Let us leave it for now. And this one has built it out. So let us test this out. I will say moderately active, lose weight, finish, and then I will upload or take the photo. Log the items. Now let us, our moment of truth of suggestions. The AI meal suggestions, we gave it the complete feature. So let us see what has been implemented and what has not been implemented. And if you see here, it has multiple things which it can give you. So here you go. It has given eat this, avoid this overall. Then it is saying veg and non-veg. So let me click on veg. It is saying Greek yogurt, lentil soup, tofu, and vegetable stir fry. Non-veg, it is saying this. Of course, some change I will do is veg and non-veg, I should have a different kind of a color scheme to kind of keep it apart from each other. But if I look at the veg, it is kind of giving me Greek yogurt, lentil soup, tofu, and vegetable stir fry. If I want, I can get even more new suggestions. All right. So just checking, folks. Folks, how are we doing so far? Within just a few minutes, I showed you how you can build out a very good application that can work for you. Okay, so now some of the questions that might come, what do I do? If you look here, there is this icon called GitHub. So GitHub is a place where coders actually share your code. So you can save this entire code if you want to GitHub. Okay, and if you want to deploy the application, if you click deploy, you can actually deploy it on a Google Cloud. So you'll have to sign up for a Google Cloud account and you can create a Google service, and then you will be able to create a cloud project which can work overall. Okay, so that is how this works. So let it build more applications. I want to show you one very good hack, which I feel will be important before Replit gets ready overall. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I will show you a very good hack to build resumes. So what I'll do is I have selected this resume as one of the references. Okay, and now what I'll do is I will go to my LinkedIn profile. So this is my LinkedIn profile. Let me just drop it on the chat so that everybody can see my profile. So this is my LinkedIn profile. You can check my experience, etc. Now I will search for a basic job. I will say program manager AI, some basic job. So look at some of the job postings. Okay. community program manager, AI, a technical program manager. Okay, so uh, it's not showing me the right job. I will say job description. So, so there is this AI job description. I like it. So I'll just copy this. Okay. So what I'll do is look at this. I'll go to GenSpark. I will say, here is the job description of a job I am applying for. Here is my LinkedIn profile. Make a customized resume for me so that I can apply with the resume to the job. Again, I'm just putting a very basic prompt. So this platform is called GenSpark, and I have the job description for what I'm applying for, my LinkedIn profile. So you can look at the LinkedIn profile and scan it and understand exactly how it is. So it is using one tool to read my profile, one tool to kind of understand the job description, and then it will try to edit this resume in this format so that it can now build a resume which can help me apply for this particular job. Okay, so let's give it a minute. Let us check up on your applications. There you go. I think it is done. I think, is it done? Okay, still it is going on. But you see, right, at least some part of the application is there. Let me play around and see how much it is working. I will say this. Okay, so I will say weight is 103. Height is 175. I'll say next. I'll say moderatively active. I want to lose weight. I'll say calculate my goals. My goals are calculated. Okay. So now I will say this thing. I will upload the photo of me again to compare very well, right? I will. Okay, just allow it to complete. Then I will try to see. There is a settings button. I can go back to the settings, set up my profile, and reset if I want. So it has tried to build a more thorough application over here. So it has checked some issues, errors, etc. So it is trying to figure it out. So this also is trying to kind of build it out overall. Okay. So if you see, Google AI Studio has been able to kind of build a very good application compared to others. And you can, if you want, you can copy it to GitHub, you can deploy it on Google, etc. For Replit, okay, if you see over here, there are multiple tools that are available. There is a tool for publishing a live version of the app, which is unaffected by the changes, and can scale automatically based on everything. Then there are integrations for various services like OpenAI key is present. OpenAI integration is already present. You can add a database. You can check up authentication. You can set up a login screen, etc., without anything. You can do a security scanner, which can scan your app for any kind of vulnerabilities. Then you can do some code search, etc., and all that. And all your code is put over here. So this entire code that you see, right? All the code is kind of mentioned over here. And this is the very important file that it does. This is called the .replit file. So what this .replit file does is, This file will ensure and keep a log of all the changes that you are making on the application and then try to test it out. So here you see on the left hand side, it is doing like a browser QA testing of the complete application. Okay, see, if you see here, it is entering the date, male, female, and checking out the complete application. I think it is taking quite a bit of time overall. So let me check the browser. Okay, so on terminal, it is trying to build out multiple sets of things. It is vibe coding it. And here is what everything is present. So let it keep building on the backend, right? Let us see Replit. Replit is kind of now checking the complete thing. And once it is ready, we can test out the full application. Now let us check on GenPlug, what is happening on that end. There you go. It has looked at my this thing. It will create a customized resume for me that aligns with the Siemens AI program manager position. So aligned with what I have customized, aligned with the job requirements, 7+ years of experience, AI ML expertise, program management skills, cross-functional collaboration, change management and training, technical knowledge, and key sections all through. See here, it says accomplished AI program manager and education leader. Then it showed my experience on Gen AI education, user engagement AI initiatives, head of programs, research intern, my publications and my research. What are the key strategies, skills, etc. So it has taken the key skills from my resume and the profile and tried to match it. Then the awards I have learned, etc. If I want, I can make some tweaks. Here, I can download my resume as a PDF and directly upload it or send it to the Siemens hiring manager. Okay, so like OpenAI or ChatGPT also helps you do it, but then you have to format your resume. While GenSpark gives you a readily downloadable resume that you, if you want, you can make some edits directly, or you can download and just submit it, or you can do a vibe coding and say edit this, edit that, and it will ensure that edits are made. So, folks, how do you like this skill that I showed you, the workflow of resume? I hope it is useful for everyone who wants to apply for jobs overall. All right. So now let me check on the application. I think the final testing is kind of happening over here. So let it finish and then we can test out even Replit. So one of the other features that I want to add is every time I don't want to upload a photo, I also want to kind of manually put in the text which tells the meals and then the meal should be logged. The next feature I want to append to this application is I want to describe what I have eaten for a particular day in English. The AI should analyze the text inputted and decide on what has been eaten, and then I should be able to add it to the daily log. So it's like a manual AI entry. Instead, we have a photo entry which is working. Now I want to have a manual AI entry. Okay, see here it has figured out there is one error. Then again, it found there is some more other error. So it is now trying to kind of check how it is using. It is finding that there is some API error. So it is trying to fix it. So that's how the agent works. Okay, it will try to kind of fix the particular error, everything, and try to do it. So now it is again restarted the application. Okay, so it is doing the fix. Let me see if I'm able to upload the photo. I'll say choose from gallery. Then I can put in the paneer bowl, same just to kind of compare. I'll say this. I'll say analyze food. So because you're using OpenAI, everything, it is kind of taking some time. Okay, because the testing is happening, it restarted everything. So we'll have to check. Let me say this. Okay, it's taking some time. See, this is something, okay, there is an error. So what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this error. Okay, all that I have to do. So I'll just say stop right now, and I can attach the screenshot of the error. Okay, so I go and I'll say getting this error. So I am now given the screenshot of the error. So that's how it works, right? You have built a basic application, you look at the error, and you will have to then keep debugging and go on and on. So one thing you should remember is when you are trying to build such applications, add one feature at a time, because you will see that when you're trying to build such applications, it becomes very, very hard if any error comes and it is not getting solved. You'll have to be a little bit more patient when you're trying to do that. Okay. Infinite task list to work on. I will say dismiss. Now I will check out if this particular thing is working or not. I'll analyze the food. So once the basic thing is ready, again here also if you see there is a rollback kind of a thing available, because this is the very first thing. This is the first checkpoint. Now after this, if I add any feature or I make any adjustment, I can add overall. Okay. So something went wrong. I try to, let me try once again, or I'll just directly tell the error. I tried uploading a picture. It just showed analyzing the food for a few moments on and on and on. And then the picture directly went away without recognizing the food item. So this is the way you will have to, give one feature after another. If you're, kind of check this out, it will see, for example, it said silent API failure. So it is now trying to fix it overall. Okay, so while it does everything, I think we have seen the principles of building, you know exactly what it is. So now let us test out this application. Okay, so I'll say lose weight and moderately active. And let me, so you see here, there is upload photo or text. I'll give the text. I ate 1 cup of paneer butter masala, 1 cup of rice with a side of one gulab jamun. Okay, I'll say analyze this text. Okay, so paneer butter masala 1 cup, rice 1 cup, gulab jamun 1 piece. And when I say log items, those items are logged and I can get suggestion. So the feature that I wanted has been integrated very well and it is working. Okay, so the rest of the applications will get built. I will stop it for now because I think it's taking quite a bit of time today, but that's completely fine. So what I wanted to kind of show you is, okay, it said it is done. Let us check it. Hopefully this works. Okay. Again, the same problem. You should say same error, not. So here, what you could do is same error. You should tell something like it is very frustrating. You are unable to fix it while Google AI Studio has a full working application in half the time. Okay, so if you kind of tell this, right? So if it understands the frustration, sometimes we have found that the agent tries to do a better job. Okay, it should actually tell me, understand your experience image. Let me check the latest logs to see exactly what is happening right now. So it is trying to check it out. Okay, so it is saying not showing content. Let me show what is happening, etc. So it is trying to figure this out. All right. So let me do a quick recap of this complete vibe coding process so that you all have a good workflow to do it. First, have the basic idea what you want to build. Then you have to expand the idea into features. And to expand the idea into features, there are three main steps. First step is ask the LLM the basic features. After that, you'll have to ask the features to the LLM in terms of what are the pricing pages of the competitors of the application you want to build. There will not be a case where you have an idea which is super unique. There will always be competitors. So you can check the competitors, the features they have built. Definitely look at the pricing pages so that you can check it out. In case you feel you don't have a direct competitor, to go for the app that is closest to what you have built and check those features. Once you give the screenshots of the pricing pages, it will then understand what are the various features it can build and tries to build the complete feature set. Then you say, I want to select the core features, two core features plus one delight feature, and that you should ask it to kind of select. If you like it, go ahead. If not, you suggest the features or you ask it to give more options until and unless you are satisfied. Use AI as a sparring partner. Don't try to lean on its thinking and try to build everything. Think of it like a good sparring partner. Iteratively build out the features, try to do whatever is required, and then take it forward from here. Once you have the core set of features built, then you keep adding one feature after another iteratively, the way we have done it in the Google AI Studio application. So that is how I would typically think of vibe coding and building the project. If you want to deploy, you can deploy. Google AI Studio, you can deploy, you can make it on Google GitHub, or you can deploy it on Google Cloud. For Replit, it has got services which you can invoke. In fact, it has a good service which can even scan the security vulnerabilities. Okay. And let us see. It is saying it has fixed it. Okay. But this could also happen. Okay. In one app, it could be built and working. Another app, it could not be. You have to be patient and try to, uh, fix it in the way you can do it. Okay, so it has also told me to look at the thing. It said no food detected. Okay, so something is off. We need to troubleshoot and fix it later. But anyways, you have a full-fledged application, the AI calorie counter that is working on Google. The reason I want to show you is I wanted to give you this thing that's in one of the days, this would fail, Replit would work. Other day, Replit would fail, this would work, which is like today. So it depends on the time, the way the platform is working, the way it is integrating, etc. One advantage that Google has is because I asked it to work on Gemini models, it is much more reliable, whereas Replit is working on integrations. So that is the thing. So I hope all of you got a good primer, a good understanding of how vibe coding works, how you can build your product, how you can take a simple idea and try to make an application that could really work. All right. So, quick recap what we had done today. We had looked at Lindy as your automation, get the fundamentals of automation. And then we had looked at few workflows on Lindy that can automate multiple tasks. And then we have also seen how you can, make your own different types of assistant by just working and putting in agentic prompts. And after that, we have looked at how you can build your product with the help of AI. I hope this session was useful. Please share your feedback on the chat overall, and let me know what you think. And yeah, Preetham, over to you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dilip, for doing this. You can look at the chat. I think people love the session. Guys, look at the kind of power that we have with us today just because of AI, right? In fact, let me also do this thing. Uh, all right, I'm stopping the chat. All right. Quick question. How many of you are there in the call? How many of you are there here with us today who has or had a lot of ideas, but you were not able to put it into a product or you're not able to launch it because you didn't know how to? Maybe because you did not know the legal aspects, maybe you did not know the tech aspects, maybe because you did not know the business things as to how you can do a competitor study, how you can do a GTM analysis. If you are one amongst them, if you are one amongst them, drop a me in the chat. Drop a me in the, but you guys were not able to implement it so far. More than 500 and still counting. People are just typing over here. Guys, we do not have any excuses going forward. Yes, maybe you were not able to do it, but if you want to do it, if you're serious about doing it, today is the time. Now is the time because people have started doing it. And I think if you have brilliant idea which the market needs, you should go ahead and you should do it. And how is it that we will do? We will be doing it using vibe coding. So that is the reason why we showed vibe coding for you guys today, right? Brilliant. Having said that, we have come to the interesting part of the day. A lot of bonuses that we wanted to share with you guys. So we thought let us take a quick, breather, look at all the bonuses before we go back to a little bit of learning again. So let me share my screen. All right. I hope my screen is visible. Just drop in a thumbs up if you guys can look at my screen. Lovely, 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 lovely. So, guys, with this, we have come to the final leg of the generative AI mastermind buyout skill. You guys have done incredible job. You guys have stuck till the end, and for that, let me first congratulate all of you guys. Kudos to every single person who are still over here, who's still learning AI. It is not easy what you have done, the kind of information that we are throwing to you, the kind of information that you're grasping in such small time and still being this energetic. I can see the kind of reactions coming over here, the emojis which are coming. This level of energy is something that, to be honest, I have not seen in the recent past. In spite of all the things that you are going through right now, I love this group. I love this energy. I love this cohort of people who are doing this. Kudos and all these the reactions that you guys can see in the bottom. This is not for me. This is for you guys. It is you guys, congratulating every other person in the call because they have achieved something over this weekend, and you should be super happy and super proud of this. Lovely, lovely. Thank you again so much for being here today and doing this with us. Having said that, now the question is, what do we do next? Right? 2 days, we have got a brilliant head start. You guys are looking at what are all the capabilities of AI, where to start, how to start, what to study, how to study. Everything is something that we are showing it, not just telling you. We are, actually doing it in live in front of you to show you how you build products, how you do automation, so on and so forth. But what next? That is a question that a lot of you probably will be having, right? Now, there are two things in short. Number one, you must continue to practice everything that you have learned in the world of Gen AI going forward. Else, you will forget what is happening, and you will also fall behind because you know the pace at which generative AI is changing. A lot of new tools, a lot of powerful tools coming in and day out. Every week there are like literally hundreds of updates. Maybe the major updates will be around 10, 20. But on a week on week basis, there is so much happening that the day you choose or you say, hey, you know what, it's okay for some time I'm not be a part of Gen AI, when you come back, you're lost again, right? So you must continue to practice everything that you have seen so that you will, you'll understand what you have seen, you're able to apply it, and you're also able to get an outcome out of it the way you want it to, right? The first time you do anything complex, like let's say an automation or a workflow that you have done, uh, or a product that you have built, right? You will come across multiple obstacles. Like when Dilip was trying to do the session, you can see that there are a couple of hiccups which is coming around, but you need to know how to debug it because eventually that is what you will be doing, right? Using AI, debugging it, using AI till the time you get the right outcome. But the moment you get the outcome, the kind of confidence that you get is insane. That is when you will be ready to build your second product. That is when you'll be ready to build your third product. But if you do not do it for the first one, I'm sorry, there's nothing that we can do, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, great, I have all this knowledge with me. I've gone through this entire training. I've learned a lot. How do I use it to make money? Do you think you guys want to make some money? Do you think it's an important thing to understand? Drop in a thumbs up if you think this is a very, very good question for us to understand. Yeah? All right, lovely. Lovely. It's a very important question. If you've not thought about it, of course, you should think about it. Good, I have all the skills, but where can I use it? How can I use it so that I can monetize all the skills that we have? Right? Now, keeping this in mind is what we have built all the bonuses around. So, to start with, right, we have got some crazy bonuses for you guys. A lot of crazy bonuses. To start with, this is your bonus number one. Today is not the end of your mastermind. Yes, we said it's a 2-day mastermind, but today is not the end of your mastermind. We are going to have an additional extended day and a session for you guys, only and only for you guys, because you guys are still here with us, which truly tells us that you love learning about AI, learning and implementing AI. You want to know what AI is. So we thought we should do something more for you guys as well. Right. In the course of 2 days, there's multiple things that we have seen, but one of the things that we really did not go deep down into is AI automations. We just barely scratched the surface today. But there is a lot more that you can do with AI automations. And we want to go in depth. We want to teach you that as well. We do not want to leave you guys in between hanging, knowing the basics of automation, but you don't know what to do next. How can I go advanced? What do I mean by advanced? This is something that you guys probably are not aware of right now. So we thought we should tell you what this is. So this is your bonus number one. We have a bonus session for you all tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. IST. Will go up till 10 p.m. And this session will be on AI automations. This is again exclusively only for you guys. You guys, all these bonuses are something that you have earned because you guys are over here. So this is something that we wanted to do for you. All right, quickly let me turn on the chat. Are you guys, do you like the bonus, by the way? Do you like the first bonus that you guys are seeing on the screen? Yes? Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right. Now I know what the next bonus is. You guys don't, of course. But I think the next one is going to blow your mind. If you guys are so happy and so enthusiastic about this thing, the next one is going to blow your mind away. So without really taking much time, let's talk about bonus number two. This is your bonus number two. We will be giving you access. All of you over here will get access to the recording of the mastermind and all the resources. Guys, this is your bonus number two. I will give a little bit of time so that you can soak up what I'm telling. I understand, I totally understand where we started and where we are ending it, right? And let me also tell you why we had to do what we are doing. Now, we procrastinate a lot, right? Given a chance, we will be like, hey, let me do this tomorrow. I have time today. Or I have some other work today. Can I do this tomorrow? So on and so forth. Just a second. I can see someone who's spamming over here. I don't want to take that name out, but you guys know what you're doing. Stop doing that. Otherwise, we will have to kick you out of the call. You have stayed till the end. Please stay over here. We will give you everything that we have promised. Do not keep spamming the chat. Thank you so much. Whoever it is, you guys know what I'm talking about. Cool. Uh, Now, the reason why we initially told you, we in fact had to lie, in fact, to you guys that we will not be able to give the recording is because if I told you that we will be giving you the recording, you would not have put in the same amount of effort and concentration to learn like the way you guys have done right now. That is the truth, right? If you know that, hey, anyways, I'm going to get the recording, let me just take a quick break, walk around, come back, and I will again look at the recording and I will learn. This is what we would have done. If you guys agree, you can tell me yes, this is what something that we have done, and that is the reason we told you we will not be able to provide. But since you guys again have stuck till the end, you will be getting the recordings, which means you can always go back, you can always play it, you can always refer to what we have taught. So you'll have everything with you. You can always have a buddy helping hand for you to again go through the entire thing that we have done. Killer, 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 killer. Right, this is your bonus number three. As I told you, we will have to keep practicing what you have learned, right? You'll have to keep practicing what you have learned. But where do I start? What do I do? So we didn't want you to, again, completely leave it on top of you. We thought we'll guide you initially to start with. Eventually, you can figure out what are the things which is more relevant for you, what are the things that I can apply in my job, so on and so forth, and you'll start working on that. But for you to start with, we have made a workbook and very, very extensive workbook. The links will be over here. I will share the links as well. But when you click on this workbook, we have given you a few tasks that you're supposed to do, right? Everything that we have given is based on what we have taught so far. So it's not like a new concept. All of you will be capable of doing all those things. We have given you a task. And if you scroll down, now if you're able to do it by yourself, brilliant. That's amazing, right? But in case you're stuck somewhere or you want some kind of a guidance, you just have to scroll down. We have given a step by step procedure as to how you can implement the task that we have given. So you can, you have something that you can look up to as a guide, right? In case you're getting the answer, brilliant. But if not, you know that these are the steps. Do it, get your outcome, and then next time when you're doing your next task, try doing it again on your own. You guys will have to build that confidence ki, yes, I can use AI and get output on my own. And that is the reason we wanted to help you with this. If you keep scrolling down, you can see this, task 1.2, which is a different one from what we have seen earlier. And you have your step-by-step activity roadmap as well. Similarly, you have a few things that we have done with image video. We have a few which is to do with your custom GPTs that we have seen today. Building your custom GPTs and AI bots, every single thing that we have taught is over here for you to practice, not just for you to look, right? So this is your bonus number three. We will be sharing all the links. Do not worry about it. You will be getting it today itself in this call. So please do not worry about the links. All right. The next thing is, again, it is not really a bonus. I would not really call it as a bonus, but this is something that you guys have earned, and you guys have earned your certificate because you still are here till the end of the program. You are the winners. You did not give up like a lot of other people did. You are still stuck with us, and you have this insane energy that you guys are showing. And this is something that we wanted to give to you because of all the dedication and hard work that you guys have shown. Congrats again to everyone. You will be getting your certificates. All of you deserve it. So, congrats again. Now, the next thing, this is something that I've seen in the chat a lot. A lot of people were asking, hey, Team Outscale, we really love what you guys are doing. I can see the emojis as well, which talks about how much you guys are liking what we are doing. Is there a way that we can gift this? Is there a way that we can give this to a friend, to a colleague, to a subordinate, to your boss, to your manager, or maybe your neighbor, your flatmate, your roommate? It can be anyone, your spouse, your father, anyone, right? And a lot of people were asking, hey, is there a way that we can refer people so that they can join the next time we are doing this mastermind? Yes, you can refer. I will drop the link in the chat. I would really, really want you guys, uh, to take some time, think and refer the right people. I want people just like you who are dedicated, who are committed, will stay for 2 days, be with us the entire journey and learn from us. I don't want people joining for half an hour and then not joining kind of thing, right? Uh, so take some time, think, and send the people who you think will be benefited by attending this mastermind, right? The link is there in the chat. It is a very, very fairly simple link. There is nothing fancy in this. If you click this, you'll open this website opens, the one that you can see on the screen. All that you have to do is copy this message. You can share it on WhatsApp, over email. You have other options as well, Slack, Discord, wherever you want to. All that you have to do is copy this message, paste the message, and send it to them. And they will be able to register to the next time that we are doing the mastermind. The link is over here. It's very self-explanatory. All that you have to do is give the message to them, and they will do the rest, right? Before I go further and tell you the next bonus, a quick question to you guys. Just think of the top 10 people that you talk on your phone the most often. I'm not talking about family, I'm talking about, let's say, professionally, work wise. Who are the 10 people that you call the most often, right? Once you have these 10 people in your mind, how many of them know AI as much as you guys know right now? Just drop in a message. I'm interested to know. How many of them? Zero, none, one, two, three, one. Barely anyone. I'm not even kidding. The highest that I've seen is five so far, and that's only one person. Wow. The average will be around two. That's the best, maybe 2.5. I'm just pushing it a bit up. Guys, these are the people that you're supposed to refer. Because if you say that 1 out of 10 understand AI the way you understand, the remaining nine are people who can come attend this mastermind. It is going to be completely free of cost because you guys are referring, so it's not something that they have to pay to. We are creating a win-win-win situation, right? You are getting a lot of goodwill. You are sending the right people to the program. Those people who are joining the program are learning AI, so they are also winning. And let me also be honest with you. At the end of the day, you understand that we as a company have a mission to train 100 million people on generative AI. So every single person who walks in because of your referral is putting me one step closer to my goal as well. So it is a win situation for me as well, right? That is the reason I wanted you guys to have a quick look at this referral option or the policy that we have. Please feel free to refer to as many people as you would want to. I want a lot of them to come and experience what you have gone through, learn everything that you guys have learned as well. And it's going to be a win-win-win kind of a situation to all of us. This is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. Now, before we go further, there are a couple of bonuses that we have. Uh, the disclaimer is that maybe the bonus is not for everyone, but there are a good number of people who wanted it. So we thought that let's add these couple of things as well. That is the reason, in after the bonuses, we got this thing as a break, and then we are getting to the next part of bonus because there's something that we added just now based on the kind of request that you guys have given us, right? So this is your bonus number 4. A lot of people are still reaching out to us. Link is not working. It got crashed in between. My card is getting declined. I need to talk with someone. I need like 5-10 minutes. And earlier we did not give you that time. We said, I'm sorry, we will not be able to take more enrollments. But since a lot of people are messaging us, we have given your phone number. Good number of people have called, and we were not able to manage all the volumes that we are getting. A lot of emails are also coming. We are trying to actively reply to that as well. But you guys are here with us, so it is tough for you also to have a conversation with them right now. Correct? So we thought, let us open the enrollment for the AI Accelerator program for the next 15 minutes only. Why 15 minutes? Because that is the time that I will take to give you all the bonuses that I've planned for. So let me just drop in the message in the chat. For those people who are really trying to or not able to, those people who want to join the accelerator program, the link is in the chat. By the way, accelerator program is the same one that we saw earlier. I mean, just a quick recap: the five, all the six parts, the same offer that we have given earlier is getting renewed again right now. So everything that we have spoken earlier is applicable. So all the six parts, which is the two live sessions that we have, 14 days of learning, followed by a AI content library, followed by the Kairos School of Business content, followed by monetization, and 1 full year, 52 weeks of live updates on AI. This plus all the tools that we have promised earlier. This is also active right now. The next 15 minutes, we will open this as well. So for people who are now trying to join because earlier they were not able to, you will get these tools as well, right? And for people who would want to know what the schedule is, when are the classes happening, how are the classes happening, I'm just putting the schedule over here so that you can refer to it again. For those who have joined, it's just a refresher for you. Two options: 22nd November and 9th of Jan. It'll happen on Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. in the evening. Saturday, Sunday is a full day session like the one that we are having right now. And for every session that we will do, you guys will get recordings as well, so that you can always go refer back to them whenever you want to. If you feel stuck, if you're getting lost somewhere, you have the recordings that you can go through as well. And all these things at the same price as the one that we have earlier opened for the 20-minute slot. The same thing is open for the next 15 minutes. So all the tools, all the access of the course, live classes recorded, plus AI updates, all for 94999. The link is there in the chat. You guys can take some time, book your slot in case you guys were not able to do it earlier. And for whatever is the reason, if you guys are still facing any problem, if you guys are still facing any problem like the last time when you tried to pay, you can just mail me the email ID is there in the bottom. You can just drop in a mail as well. We'll ensure that someone from the team is reaching out to you to help you to do whatever is the issue that you're facing. We'll try to resolve that as well. All right, guys. So this was bonus number 4 for a lot of people who are asking for it. We did not want you guys to, miss out on this opportunity because of whatever is the technical errors that you guys have faced earlier. So for that reason, we reopened it for you. The next thing that I want to talk about is this, because a lot of people were also asking about what are the fellowship programs that we conduct. What is this fellowship program? How is this different from an accelerator program? What do you do over here? Right? A lot of people were interested, they were curious to find out what it is. So I'll just tell you what the program is, and then it is for you to decide whether this program is a good fit for you, the right fit for you, or not. Right? So this is what we have seen. This is the AI Accelerator program, the 14-day program. It's a very fast-paced one, Monday to Friday, plus Saturday and Sunday. That's 1 week. We'll do the same thing again the next week. So it is very fast-paced, impactful learning. What is taught, level 1 to level 5, everything that we have seen is something that we will be covering over there, right? The price is 94,999. Selection process, no, you guys, if you have high intent, you can just join. There is no other process. You have the link right in the chat box right now. You can also go to the website, Outskill website. You can find the link over there. At any given point in time, you can always join the program. There is nothing which is stopping you guys. This is the normal accelerator program that we spoke about, right? Now, this is the fellowship program that we also offer. This is known as the AI Fellowship, Generalist Fellowship Program. It is a 6 months course as compared to a 14-day accelerator course. So you can see the duration itself is much more longer. 14 days versus 6 months. 14 days, you have classes every single day, 7 days a week into weeks. Over here, you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. All these are live classes. Again, there is nothing recorded. You'll have live sessions with the mentors. Saturday and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. is where you will have your sessions. Monday to Friday is the time where you will have to practice what you have learned on the previous weekend. We will be giving you assignment, we'll be giving you workflows, we'll be giving you tasks. All these things are things that you're supposed to do from Monday to Friday. In fact, we also do sessions on Wednesday, Thursday, which is optional, but we call them office hours. This is where, in case you have any doubts you're trying to solve and you have some doubts, you don't have to wait. We will have live sessions on Wednesday, Thursday. Tentatively, it can be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. You can, attend it, get all your doubts clarified in a live session with the mentors, go back, keep practicing. And the next weekend, when you come to the sessions, we will learn something new together. So that is the way we will be operating the bigger versions of the program, which is the AI Generalist Fellowship Program. As you can see the difference, there's a stark difference, slightly slow paced. But since I have the benefit of time with me, we will be able to cover more tools, we will be able to cover more workflows, more use cases, go a little more in depth as compared to what I can do in 14 days, right? So in the AI in the AI fellowship programs that we are offering, this is going to be a little more in depth, more number of tools. It's going to be more intense, but then only difference is that it's going to be slow paced, right? So this is the next option. What is it that we will cover? What we'll cover again remains the same. The destination is the same, but the way we go, the route that we take is different. So we will be doing all level 1 to level 5, but different tools, more tools, so on and so forth. What is the price again? You can see there is an asterisk mark 195,999 with scholarship if selected. So I will talk about what does that if selected means, what are all those things. You can also see what we have written over there. Selection process based on selection after a 1v1 interview. Yes, you've heard it right. You cannot buy into the program. There is no link where you can just click and join the program. I'm not giving you a link right now either. You cannot just join the program. Even if you go to the website today and look for this program, you can only find the details about the program, but you will not be able to find a payment link where you can just pay and join. No, we will not be able to do that. This is how the enrollment process will look. You will have to schedule a one-on-one interview with us. On the other side, you will have AI, researchers, your mentors, a few of the mentors will be a part of the panelists, right? All these AI practitioners are the people who will be taking your interview, because these are long versions of the program. We want to keep the quality very, very intact. The right people should be there, the right community should be built, and that is the reason we want to handpick every single person who's coming into the bigger versions of the program that we offer. And that is the reason you'll have your interview. Once your interview is done, you will get to know whether you're selected or not based on an acceptance letter that we will provide to you. That is when everything operational is something that we can talk about. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of questions in your mind, similar to the questions that you had earlier. Uh, do we have flexible payment options? Do we have EMI? How can I do all these things? Everything is available, but we will not. I don't really want to talk about them right now. This is something that will come on the later part of the journey. But the first part of the journey is for you to understand if this program is the right fit for you. If I don't want to do it, I'm not able to do it 7 days a week. Maybe I want to do it slow paced. I want to learn in depth rather than doing it much faster. If this is the right path for you, then this is the program that you're supposed to go for. Choose your interview slots, select your interview, attend the interview, get selected. Once this is done, we will help you again with all the operational aspects of things as well. How to join, where to join, when to join, how to pay, all flexibility options. We will talk about that later on, right? Now, I will share the link. I will share the link where you can book your interview slots. But before that, there's a very, very huge disclaimer that I have. And this is something that I want you guys to please understand, uh, because it's a huge problem. There's a very, very big challenge that we guys are facing. Every time we are doing these sessions, we have like tens and thousands of people in these sessions, right? And the moment we open these slots, we get more than like thousands of interviews being booked. Now, I need to get so many people to sit over there and take interviews for every single person one on one. It is a good problem to have, and we are very, very happy to solve it. But the problem that I'm not able to solve it is people book the slots and they do not turn up for interview. So when we arrange these AI, your mentors to come and sit on the call and the people do not turn up, it's not a good feeling. And we don't want to have that as well. The mentors are also like lost over there. We don't know what we're doing, what the mentor is doing, what the learner is doing. And out of nowhere, they call back saying, hey, I've got a little late. Can I reschedule it? No, this is a problem that we cannot solve at the scale at which we are operating, right? Now, that is the reason what we have done is in the recent past, we introduced this, which is very similar to your top tier colleges in India. If you want to get into an IIM and you want to go for an interview, you have to pay for money, pay money to book your slot for interview, and that is something that we do over here as well. We started doing it because people just book randomly and then they don't turn up, and there's no way for me to solve the problem unless and until I do something like this, where I can shortlist or I know that these people are really, really, really interested in the program, and that's the reason they're applying, right? This is what we have done. It worked well. Now, just for you guys, again, only for you guys, because you guys are still here, because you guys are with us. I'm giving the benefit of doubt to you guys. I'm assuming that you guys are really, really interested and you want to do this. That is the reason you're still here and listening to what we are talking about. Because of that reason, we will waive off the interview booking fees. We will waive off this 5,000 rupees, which is the interview booking fees. But I will not be able to do it for all. I can only do it for the first 150 people, because I told you I will have to plan my logistics accordingly as well. So I cannot make it free for everyone, but I can do it for the first 150 people. But for others, if you really want to book your interview slot, you will have to pay, and then you can book it. So I will drop the link in the chat. So the moment I drop the link, I know a lot of people will pounce on it. Everyone wants to book it. So guys who are really interested, who know that this is the kind of program that we want to get into, you will have to, be super fast and click on this so that you will get your slot for free, right? Before that, let me also very, very quickly tell you what are the things that you're supposed to do over here. There's a very, very important thing that I've not spoken about. It's something that you will have to understand. So, by the way, I will give the link. The moment you click on the link, you will get redirected to a page, something similar to the one that you're looking at right now. You have the dates which are which are available for you, and we have a few slots which is available on a daily basis. You have to select whichever slot is useful for you. The time zone is by default in IST. In case you're in a different time zone, you will have to change it, because the time 6 over here probably is like 5 for you or 4 p.m. for you. We never know, right? Just ensure that you're selecting the right time zone, and then select the time that you're comfortable to take the interview at, and then go next, right? We take very, very basic information: your name, email ID, mobile number, which industry you're coming from, what experience you have. But when you go down, there is an interesting question that you can see. Which track are you interested in applying for? With coding, without coding? Now, this is where I wanted to introduce you that there are two programs that we have. We have AI Generalist Fellowship Program. We have AI Engineering Fellowship Program as well. If you are someone who understands software engineering, who understands coding, language, Python, you've worked in a software kind of a job, then with coding is the way that you have to go forward with. But if you're someone like me who do not have any kind of a background of coding, you don't know much about software engineering, computers, all these things, then you have to choose without coding. Again, the destination is the same, but the route is different. When you go with without coding as an option, we will look at no code or low code tools like the one that we are looking in the last couple of days, that anyone can use, and you'll still be able to get the outcome that you want, right? But if you have the understanding of how you can write Python or any of the coding languages, the kind of tools which are available in the market are very different. They're powerful, they're more powerful because you have more options of customizing, because you know the language. You can talk the language, which I cannot, right? So you will be able to do a much better work with respect to fine tuning, with respect to scaling, with respect to building an enterprise solution versus something that you're doing as an MVP or a launch product, so on and so forth. If that is the case, you will have to go with the option of with coding, right? Uh, if you are not sure, if you are not sure which one is the right path, attend the interview, talk with the interviewer, give your entire profile, ask them. They will be more than happy to suggest or help you to tell what exactly are this, coding and without coding option that we have, and then you can make an informed decision. I hope you guys are clear. Can you just drop in a thumbs up if you are clear about what I told? Lovely. Thank you so much. Since you guys are clear, I just dropped the link in the chat. You can click on the link, you can book your interview slots. Guys, this is not in my hand. I cannot decide who will get it in the first 150, who will not. But for those who are willing to get into this program, the link is in the chat. Take the next couple of minutes, use this time to go book your interview slots. A very common question that I come across is a few of them are like, hey, you know what? I have joined the AI Accelerator program today, but I think I want to shift into the 6 months program. I want to get into this slower way of learning. Can I do that? Yes, you can. You will have to book your interview as well. Once you're selected, then you'll have to pay the difference in amount, and then you can shift into the longer version of the program as well. That should not be a problem. So, in case that you're one of those people who have these kind of thoughts in your mind, please go ahead, click on the link and book your slot. I will keep. I'm pretty sure historically what we have seen is it takes less than 2 minutes or 3 minutes for most of the slots to get over. So 150 will get over even less than that. So quickly for the next 2 3 minutes, do take some time and fill your or book your interview slots. And for the others who are still convinced saying AI accelerator is the one that I want to go into, you have the link over there. Yes, you can still buy the accelerator. That doesn't have any process of interview. You can just join, learn, and then you can start implementing it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, as you guys are taking this couple of minutes for you to book your interview, just to tell you what we have next after this, we spoke about two things which is important. One is, what do I do next? How do I keep practicing? Right? We will give you resources so that you can practice. The second thing that we spoke about is, how do I use AI, the skills that I've got in AI, with respect to monetization? How can I think of monetization? How do I start? Where do I start? How do I plan? So this is what we will be covering quickly, very, very quickly, after this 1 2 minutes that I'm giving you, where you can book your Calendly. For those who have already booked your Calendly call, or for those who think Accelerator is the program for me, just take the next 1 minute as a very, very quick bio break. Just 1 minute, but be back, because sharp after 1 minute, we will talk about making money using AI. And if you're someone who's really interested in that, if you want to do that, if you want to learn what is happening, which I strongly believe you should, because everyone is doing right now. And this arbitrage window is very small. This is like a place where you have unfair advantage. You do it right now, you will get insane returns. You do it after 6 months, you will not. Right? Or maybe, I don't know, at the rate at which we are scaling and the rate at which AI is changing, maybe 6 months also is too much. We're talking about 4 months or 3 months. We never know. But the things that you can do right now and connected to the business knowledge is going to make it insane. So what we will be doing is a session on, how do I make money with AI? And again, I will request Dilip. Dilip, you're here?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Awesome, awesome. In fact, I will ask Dilip to do this thing, because Dilip is someone who's done this. He's consulted a lot of people as well who want to use AI to get into GTM and start making money. He's been in part of advisory roles for a lot of companies as well to do this thing. So I thought, let Dilip do this session where he talks about how you can think making money with AI. Having said that, Dilip, I will give it to you. Guys, again, the slots might get over. If you have gotten your Calendly slot, well and good. If not, very, very quickly finish your booking. Coding without coding, please be, keep a tab on what you're choosing. If in case you guys do not know, don't worry, we will help you. And Accelerator, the link is there. If you want to join directly, you can without any interview. Do that in the next 30 seconds, so that once you're done with that, you can fully focus on what Dilip is saying. That's the reason I'm asking you guys to do it immediately. I don't want you guys to, be stuck in between the session and also trying to book at the same time. Yeah. All right. All right. Dilip, I think you should take this over.
Got it. So,
I will just stop my
yeah,
screen. Yeah, over to you, Dilip.
yeah. So, folks, I will take exactly 10 to 15 minutes. I won't take too much of time because I know it has been a very long session, and it has been a hectic 2 days. So I will just take like 10 to 15 minutes at the max, because I will want to explain a few ideas with respect to monetization, which are very, very important. So the first idea I want to explain with monetization, which everybody should understand, is the part about two things. Okay. So monetization occurs here. Okay. So the monetization occurs in the intersection. What am I talking about? One is the AI skills. Okay, so you have a good AI skills which you have picked up from the mastermind or learning by yourself, etc. So wherever you are learning, you have picked up a good amount of AI skills. And the other part of it that you should be focusing on is your domain expertise. Okay, so if you are a student, okay, who is in education, so then what will happen is this domain expertise will not be relevant to you. But what you can do is you can try multiple things. So as a student, you should be trying multiple things overall and then checking which one is sticking. So you should be at the very big experimental level. So you're an experimenter overall as a student. Okay. Then you have people who are less than 5 years of experience. Okay. So when you're less than 5 years of experience, what happens is you tried multiple things. So basically, the trajectory would be you studied something. Okay. Okay, and then you are working on some other thing. Okay, this is based on the majority things. Of course, there will be few people who will be like, who you are working in the exact field that you have been studying. But for people who are less than 5 years of experience, you are working in something, and then you studied something, then you're working in some other thing. So by this time, you will at least get a hint of what you are good at. Some hints will be available. You get a very small hint of what you are good at, and that you capture as your domain expertise and start going deeper there. So at this level, you will have decent domain expertise. You try to start applying it to AI. Then for 5 to 10, you are, plus 10, greater than 10 plus years of experience, your domain expertise is super deep. Okay, because the domain expertise is super deep, you should definitely try to apply AI to the domain expertise and offer a solution. Okay, now this is very important. So let us look at this. First, when a student is trying to monetize, the student who is trying to monetize should try different things and see what you're good at. So this will be a very, it will be a very random journey because you'll have to try multiple things and you have to check how you can do that. So your student, you have to try different. And, as you keep doing multiple things, you'll finally hit something which you feel you should do. For less than 5 years of experience, okay, start off by offering your expertise in things you tried, intersection things you loved. Okay, you have tried multiple things, some things that you have loved, and you have a hint that you're good at it. See, what you're good at it, even at less than 5 years, it won't come. Okay, it will take some time for you to understand that part. Then you have, for the five greater than 5 years folks, the thing you are good at, most of the times, right? So you start offering your expertise by applying AI there. So what happens is for people with greater experience, the problem space of your domain is much more well defined and deep. And when you try to slap AI on top of that, you offer more niche solutions, and that's where your money is. Okay. To give you an example, if you are an expert in operations and AI, That is one level. But you say you are an expert in operations for petroleum engineering for the last 10 years, and you are very good at analyzing the oil prices, etc., and make something. Now, that domain expertise, when you bring together and you say you can advise people on oil reserves management, suppose, okay, but you will take the previous data and you can work with AI and you can offer very good suggestions. That is very, very niche, because for that you would be one of the very few experts. Okay, so while some people think that if I go niche, I don't have enough audience, but the other part of it is when you go niche or you go deeper, the competition is less. Okay, and you are like 0.01% top. In other cases, you will be the top 10%, you will be the top 20%. But when you go more in the niche, you will be the top 1%, top 0.1%. And when you are a top 0.1% expert, people are ready to pay for your expertise. So that's what you need to understand with respect to the monetization framework. Okay. So for student, you should try multiple things. For you, the domain expertise is completely open. Try multiple things and see where you are good at. For people less than 5 years of experience, you tried multiple things already in your career. Try to mix AI with the things you have tried and things you feel you are good at. Greater than 5 years of experience, you have got very solid understanding of what you are good at. Try to take problems there where AI could be applied. Okay. So the AI skills you learn, and this one is separate. AI skills, of course, a lot of people can teach you, but the domain expertise application is something you will have to do a little bit of work on, because if you understand the domain, you know AI, you will know exactly how to apply AI and where not to apply AI. Now, as you go along this monetization framework, there are four stages that you should think about. The first stage is a consultant stage. Okay. In the consultant stage, what you do is you just offer AI solutions. Okay. And you try to test out. At this place, your pricing might be low. You are doing customer discovery and product discovery overall, but still you will try to offer the service. Okay, offer AI solutions, and here try to go as niche as possible. For example, it could be as niche as saying, I want to do GST automation for Kiranas in tier 2 cities of Karnataka. Okay. If you are thinking, I want to service that, that is good enough. So consultant goes after a niche and you solve only one problem. Okay. For example, one problem that Kirana could be having is inventory management overall. And you say, I will create a customized AI solution for your inventory management. And in that inventory management also, you put a lot of restrictions to ensure that you are not solving any other problem. You are solving only inventory management for people. And start with people on your street. Okay, so you start from there. Once you have got a good number of clients and you expanded and you got more people, that is when you go and set up an agency and you hire 1 to 2 people, not more. Okay, you should have got success here. And one success I would say is the success or the benchmark is alone you are insufficient. You are so busy that alone you are insufficient. Okay, so that is the case. And consultancy, you must be also kind of doing while you're doing your full-time job. So you should be able to say that alone I am insufficient to do the service. That is when you go build an agency where you offer employment to 1 or 2 people, slightly expand your offerings. Okay, slightly expand your offering so that you can give more services and try to be a little broader, not very broad, a little broader. Like in here, if you say only inventory management, here you could be saying like inventory management, invoice management, and a bunch of other things also you would try to help. Then once you keep working, right, at a point you will reach wherein you will find that 70% to 80% of your clients are asking for just one thing from you. Okay, so this should be like a timeline of say 6 months. After 6 months of running an AI agency, 70% of the clients are kind of coming after only one thing from you, and that is where you call what is called service as software. This is a very new terminology. I'll tell you what it is. Service as software means you take a problem statement for one client and you solve with AI. Okay. For example, if you say invoice management, you got 10 clients. Okay. For 10 clients, you are doing invoice management. And for every client, you are doing some 70% of the delivery is automated, 30% is customized. Okay. 70% you have got templates, you can work with it, it is completely automated. 30% of it is customized. Then finally, you find that, you know what? In this, there is one thing that is sticking through. Like, for example, say invoice management is the one thing people are delighted and everything. Then you spin off that pure invoicing service, you cut down the 30% of customization, and you go 100% software as a service, a SaaS product, and then you go into the product driven line. So, but what I mean to say is you cannot start by saying, okay, I'll build a product and I'll monetize. First, you start off consulting where you build small products for individual use cases to people or smaller automations to people. Then you give an agency where you have 1 to 2 people and you try to provide it to many people. In that, you will observe what is that one service for which people are coming back to you again and again and again. That you will spin it off as a service as software and say that I provide this service wherein you say things like initial setup I will charge this much, then monthly maintenance I will charge this much, and then finally I will say software as service where I would say this is my product that I have discovered, I will build it 100%, and this is my complete software as a service that I'm thinking of. Okay, so now that I have done this, okay, the last point I would like to leave it to you is to kind of talk about the arbitrage of AI. Okay. What is this arbitrage of AI? Right now, very few people understand AI. Okay. They don't know what it can do completely. And let me ask you one question so that I understand from everybody. Tell me, you have spent 2 months, 2 days in the AI mastermind. You have learned a lot of AI related stuff. Do you think your neighbors or your friends or your colleagues know the stuff that you have learned in the last 2 days? Do you think they know this stuff? Okay, that is my point. No, nobody will know this stuff, and therefore, since very few people understand this, very few people know how to work with AI, and therefore you have this arbitrage of people who want solutions with AI because they don't know it yet. You give it time, a lot of people will pick up this skill, then you will become one of the many. Okay, and that's why whether you do it with us or you do it with somebody else, we want all of you to get upskilled with AI because the arbitrage window is open, it is very narrow, and it can get closed very easily. Then the other important point that I would like to mention, which is very, very important for you to understand, is I want to talk about pre 2019, or I will say pre 20, yeah, pre 2019 or pre 2020 era and post ChatGPT era. So I will call it the era when ChatGPT has released. Okay. Now what has happened is in this era, suppose there was a idea which was for a very niche audience. Even if you wanted to test it out, even if you wanted to build an business, you needed to hire engineers, and maybe you need a 20-member team to kind of even check or prove if this business works or not. You need a 20-member investment. So therefore, at that point in time, the idea was failed because it was a niche market, people liked it, etc. But too many people were required to bring this idea to life. But once post ChatGPT has come, this 20-member team requirement has reduced by a 2 to 3 member team, and even 1 member team also could be possible. Even some one member could run the complete automation. So a failed idea because your market is niche or something like that. So AI has kind of made previous failed ideas valuable. Okay. Previously failed ideas have become super valuable right now because that same failed idea, because it was operationally intensive before, you could now use automations, you could now use AI and make it even better. So where could you get these failed ideas? You can simply go to Chrome extensions, which had greater than 4.5 ratings but no longer maintained. Okay, such extensions which are no longer maintained with 4.5 greater than rating, these could be great ideas. Or go to companies which had seed round or some interest but shut down before 2020. Okay, that means that due to there was some merit in the idea, but it was operationally challenging. You'll try to like there is some love for the idea. Another place you should check is Product Hunt, where there are a lot of products which have a great number of upvotes or ratings, but currently not used. Take the product idea, see how you can make the product better with AI. So here the idea is validated because somebody has already built it and people have liked it. It was just not commercially viable. So what was commercially unviable 5, 10 years, 5, 6 years back has now become commercially viable with the help of agents, with the help of AI. So you spin that up, offer it as a service because the idea is already validated. You don't have to go through the pain of validating the idea is already validated. So take the previously failed products, try to revive them with the help of AI, and try to use the arbitrage window of AI, which is a very narrow window, which can ensure that you get your foot in the door and you get started on the monetization of AI. Okay, so quick recap of the principles, right? As I said, for students, try multiple different things less than 5 years. Few things you try to apply. Greater than 5 years, there is something that you're good at. Try to go more niche. Okay, try to be the 0.01% instead of the top 10 or top 20% because that's where your value rises exponentially. Then you should go in terms of consultant, agency, services, software, and software as service. That is the roadmap you should take for building a company or anything. You don't have to say, okay, I have to start at software as a service itself. You should start this process because you can test multiple ideas. When you're a consultant, you build multiple automations, you test multiple ideas. Agency, you try to broaden it more with more people. Service as software, you try to narrow it down. Software as service, you further narrow it down and establish your product. And then there are two things. There is this arbitrage of AI where very few people know exactly how we work with AI. And there is this other arbitrage of failed ideas which were not able to, and they could not work earlier, but the idea was good. So now you can revive them and make it work with the help of AI. So this is just in the very small nutshell. Each point I mentioned, I could talk half an hour about it and go deeper. But I just wanted to give you in a nutshell, how do you think about monetizing with AI? Okay, and go super niche. For example, I'll give you one of the learners that I know. They made a simple AI application for barbers. Okay, for hairdressers, they go to the hairdresser and the hairdresser takes the photo of the customer and applies different hairstyles to the customer on the app, and the customer sees the hairstyle, understands how the hairstyle would look, and then take a call of what hairstyle the customer would want. Okay, they started monetizing it already, and of course they are not charging much because they're still in the learning phase, but eventually this could become a great product for premium hairdressers to kind of work with the clientele, right? So like this, there are a small, and nobody will build a company on top of this because this company as a company it is not viable, but as a service or a side hustle it becomes super viable. That is how you need to think about it. Okay, I hope this was useful. I think I just stopped right at on dot, and I hope you guys are useful. Do you think, guys, you understood what I said, and did you like the kind of thought process I do? Right? So I hope you found knowledge to be useful. Start applying, start using whatever you have learned overall. And yeah, over to Preetham for the final words.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Dilip. Thank you so much again for doing this. It was a brilliant session. I think people really wanted to understand what others are already doing, what they can do, how they can start. And I think this has given them a lot of clarity as to how they can do it. Thank you so much for doing this, Dilip. Guys, again, now we are at the end of the day, and we promised you that we'll be sharing all the resources. We will be doing it right away. We don't have anything else other than that. So now that you have stuck for this long, you will also be getting all the session resources and the talks, including the roadmap that we spoke about, right? All right, I've turned off the chat so that the links will not disappear when I'm putting it over here. I'm just dropping the first link. The first link is for everything that we have discussed in the first session, which is the foundation of AI and the tool stack, the AI tool stack and resources that you're supposed to build. The link is there in the chat. You can copy this, you can paste it, you can save it. Let me also tell you that we will be sending all these things in one common mail, all the links, everything together in one place, so that you are not misplacing all these things, right? I might share multiple links right now. It's possible that you're losing the link somewhere. Just so that it doesn't happen, we'll be sharing it over a mail as well. So you don't have to worry about that. But for those who want it right now and who are sure that you can save it and keep it, this is your first link. The second link, which talks about ad movie creation using AI, the link is now in the chat. This is the second link. And for the session three, which is custom GPT, AI agents, and all the resources that we have seen, including the roadmap, will be there in the third document. It is there in the chat right now, right? So you guys can, click on the link, save the links, bookmark it, whatever it is that you want to. But in case you want, I mean, not in case, we will anyways be resending it to all of you guys in one common place where all the links are there. It's much more easier for you to do that. The next thing that I want to address is that we did tell you we will be giving you the recordings. When, where, how. Uh, Guys, we will be needing 48 hours from today for us to give the recordings. For the reason being, all the recordings will have to go to Zoom server. We'll have to download it. We'll have to make a couple of edits before we can send it to you. So it will take a little bit of time, post-production time once it is done. So maximum 48 hours, you will be getting the recordings. Like it's happening right now. So I need some time to make things happen. That is when we will also be sharing you the session 4 resources as well, because we just finished the session. It will take a little bit of time for me to put all those things together in the format that we are sharing with. You will be getting it over there. All these links over here that I've given, we will again be resending it in the mail that we have spoken about. Couple of other links that you might want to follow is that a lot of people wanted to, you keep asking, how do I keep track of what is happening in the world of AI? So we do a lot of content. When I say we, I'm talking about Vaibhav. He does a lot of content on AI about all the updates which is happening on a very, very regular basis. So you can find the link in the chat. You can either follow this for shorter version of the content, but if you want longer format of content, you can go to YouTube and you can follow the channel over here. You will get everything that is required for you to understand what is happening in the world of AI, what happened yesterday, what happened the last week, the last month, every single thing. We'll keep posting a lot of videos so that you guys are updated as to what is happening. This couple of other links, we did share it earlier, but let me just reshare this again. This is the link for you to refer your friends, your colleagues, your boss, your subordinates, anyone to come to the next mastermind that we are running. You can use this thing and invite people so that they will also learn what you guys have learned today. Calendly call, this is for the bigger version of the program. I think a lot of you have done it. I think, I mean, more or less almost every slot is done. We barely have a few left. But I'm just dropping it in case someone was not able to. You can still book it over here. And one last time, the accelerator one, which we will be closing the time we will. The moment we shut this call, the links also will close it for the accelerator program. And these are all the links that we have shared. I've given you all the links over here. In fact, if you're talking about the tool links, every resource document that you're opening, the moment you open session one resource doc, all the tools that we spoke, all the prompts that we have used, everything is there inside the document itself. So you'll have multiple links inside the document. So I'm not giving you individual links over here for all the tools. All the tools, every single tool that we spoke about, you will get the link inside the documents the moment you open it. All right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Having said that, guys, again, was wonderful. I was not there for the entire time in the front end, but it was really, really wonderful interacting with you guys, knowing you guys, and I'm pretty sure you guys had a lot of fun. Quick reminder, we will have a bonus session for you guys again tomorrow 7:30 p.m. We will be talking about AI automations. Now, having said that, as I was over here in the session, a lot of people tried reaching out to me on LinkedIn. So if you're finding it tough to find who I am, this is me. You guys can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be more than happy to help you. Uh, I'm the director of growth for Outskill. I do multiple other things over here. You can have a look at my profile, and we can stay connected on LinkedIn, right? Lovely, guys. Having said that, again, I think we are done for the day. Thank you so much for being such amazing audience, killer energy that you guys had. I want to see all of you guys again coming back tomorrow with the same intensity and the same energy levels, because what we are going to do tomorrow is going to be mind blown. The AI automations, we'll actually get into the deep down of AI automations, look at a couple of other tools that we can use and end to end how we can build it. What we have seen today is very, very basic. That's only because at the benefit of time that we have, we will have to, cut down on a few things just to ensure that we are able to give you a roadmap and show you everything which is possible. We had to do that. But tomorrow we will go completely in depth on AI automations. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. If either me or Funny, one of us will be there tomorrow again to host you. Till the time, take some rest, have good sleep, absorb everything that we have taught you, try and practice everything that we have given. In fact, I'm sorry, there's another link that I would want to share right now before we leave. Uh, that is the workbook. I told you that we have given you a few exercises that you can do that so that you can practice everything that we have taught. I will share that as well. You'll anyways get this in future, but for those people who are very interested and you guys want to work right away. So I put that link as well. So people who are like super excited, energized to go and apply everything that you guys have learned already. The link is there. You can click on the link. We have given you a few tasks that you're supposed to do that will help you get used to a lot of things that we have taught today. That's like a good starting point, and eventually you can, try solving bigger things, much more complex things, and you will get better with AI. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here today. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.